Hello and welcome back to the Opening Kickoff, your new favorite show to watch every single week before the week gets started. Make sure you're subscribed so you never miss a single episode every single Thursday at noon. Did I miss something?
It's not Thursday at noon.
Oh,
yeah. Boo!
Yeah, we were kind of slacking this week. We had a lot going on. We got back from Dallas Monday, Christmas Eve on Tuesday, Christmas on Wednesday, and then here we are Thursday recording.
And we probably should have recorded Wednesday night, but we had a football game.
I did not feel like recording after that game, bro. I was ready to go to bed.
I know. Should we prioritize touchdowns or podcast?
Exactly, and the touchdowns are too important.
So this is going to be a very short episode, guys. We're just going to do game picks. Last week a little bit, but we'll be real quick. I went 10-6. Max went 12-4, going back up 8 overall. I'm 139 and 91 total. Maddox is 147 and 83. I got Broncos Chargers wrong. I should have stuck with my gut. Cardinals Panthers, we both got wrong.
Yeah, it's like if I pick Bryce Young, he's gonna lose, and if I don't pick Bryce Young, he's gonna win. That's the cool part.
Eagles Commanders, we both got wrong. If Jalen Hurts is in, I think the Eagles win the game.
I don't necessarily think Kenny Pickett lost them the game, but I do agree that if Jalen Hurts was playing, they probably win the game.
Yeah,
that's a second loss they have this year from somebody dropping a wide open pass.
Your homework. 49ers Dolphins.
Yeah. It doesn't even affect Mike McDaniel's winning team's record because they're not a winning team.
I think we both were a little biased because we were so pissed that the Dolphins looked like shit when we went and watched them.
Why couldn't they have played like that when we went?
And the Cowboys Bucks, I literally do not want to talk about it, so we can just.
We were at that game in case you were curious.
And then Jaguars Raiders, which by the way, I don't know. Jaguars Raiders, it sucks.
Just talk about it.
After the Broncos Chargers, you were like, oh, I don't know why I picked the Raiders to beat the Jaguars. You're probably good, and then the fucking Raiders beat the Jaguars. So that was really
I just know Paul.
But let's go ahead and get into our picks this week. Oh, yeah, which, by the way, guys, new setup. If y'all watch Good Time, if anybody from here, this has not been unveiled yet. So y'all get a sneak peek. It's not finished yet, the whole full setup, but shout out Chris for the neon sign. All right, so obviously we both had Chiefs. We both had Ravens.
We also both had the Seahawks. That game is still undecided, but everything for today, the power rankings and shit, we're just assuming the Seahawks won because if the Seahawks lose, we would have to go back and change way too much. So
yeah. So starting off, the first game Saturday, noon o'clock Saturday, Chargers Patriots. We both probably got the Chargers.
Yeah, the Chargers.
Okay.
I will say the Patriots played pretty damn good against the Bills. At least in the first half, the first quarter, really.
Broncos Bengals. Who do you got?
I have the Bengals. I think in a must-win situation here for the Bengals to get into the playoffs, they're not going to slip up a loss here. And the Broncos defense has shown that they're very capable of allowing good offenses to put up a lot of points. We saw it with the Browns. We've seen it with other teams. And I think the Bengals are just going to do too much on offense for the Broncos to keep up.
I got the Bengals too. Cardinals Rams. We both got the Rams.
Yes, sir, ski.
Cowboys Eagles. Does Jalen Hurts being out affect your pick at all?
Yeah, I actually am going to take the Cowboys here. Even though the Cowboys winning games just kind of like tanks their draft pick, they're the Cowboys, and whenever they need to lose games, that's whenever they're going to start playing good. We saw it last week against the Bucs, and I think if they're able to play the way they did against the Bucs, at least on the defensive side of the ball, and I don't know, I just don't think Kenny Pickett's going to be able to lead this offense to a win, especially with how good the Cowboys run defense.
And that's coming from a Kenny Pickett glazer.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not a glazer. I just think he didn't get the fairest opportunities in the NFL.
I actually got the Eagles. I was going to pick the Cowboys. Then I was like, fuck the Cowboys, dude. I don't care. I
hate the Cowboys more than you do. Maybe not anymore.
Not anymore. Dude, Cowboys was bullshit. I hate Cowboys fans enough. And how electric the stadium was kind of sick. The stadium was electric, bro.
It really was.
Dude, I wish there was a photo, bro. If only we won and I could find a photo of me somewhere when I was just doing the horns down with all the cows around me.
Dude,
but we lost. Negative 10,000
Y'all's special teams, it really helped y'all lose the game. Like, I swear y'all were backed up, like, for most of the drives.
Yeah, we had 2 blocking the backs, and both of them were kind of questionable. Like, that shit probably happens that doesn't get
And then the one drive that y'all didn't get backed up, the last drive of the game.
Panthers, Buccaneers. Speaking of my Buccaneers, do we have?
Yeah, I got the Buccaneers. If they play the way they played the Panthers last time, I don't think y'all will win.
If we play how we play against the Cowboys, I think we won't win.
Yeah, because especially after the Panthers game against the Cardinals, they look pretty good. I think if y'all aren't on y'all shit, y'all are very capable of slipping this game up. But I think after last week, y'all need to bounce back, and I think y'all will.
This is what I kind of want to say about the Bucs, and then I have 2 things to say. I'll be real quick. It's a short episode. One. It kind of sucks because if we can make the playoffs, which we have a good ass chance to, if we're still 50%, flip of a coin. Come on, baby. if we make the playoffs, we keep Todd Bowles, and who knows what happens to Liam Cohen. If we don't make the playoffs, who knows what the future could look like next year if we bring in a good defensive coordinator, keep Liam Cohen, who is from that Rams system. Bucks don't make trades, but you bring in Liam Cohen, who is in that Rams, who knows Sean McVay. Sean McVay is about trades, baby, knowing how to send picks for guys, helping us rebuild on those pieces we need. Oh, let's trade a fourth for Carlton Davis, how the Lions did. We don't do that kind of shit. That kind of shit is what helps teams. That might help. But on the other end, I think this loss might fire fuel under everybody's ass, and that loss might be what we needed for the Super Bowl.
Maybe. But it also could be what keeps y'all out of the playoffs. So.
But I'm saying what I want. Fuck next year. Let's fucking win a ring now. Do your homework.
Okay, there we go.
Sorry,
Probably
I got distracted.
You're good.
Jets, Bills.
Jets, Bills. Give me the Bills.
Perfect.
I think this will be high scoring. Aaron Rodgers has been playing good, and the Bills' defense has been a little bit iffy the last couple weeks. I think Rodgers puts up good numbers, but I think the Bills are just going to take it.
Do your homework. I got the Bills as well. Colts, Giants. We both got the Colts.
Yes, sir.
Giants are going to lose out, I think. I think they're going to try to lose out. They're going to get Shador.
Yeah, I don't think the Colts blow them out or anything, though. I think this will be a pretty boring game.
Dude, is Shador, he's good. He's going to be one of the biggest NFL players.
Oh, yeah.
Think if he's good.
They told me bust down my AP.
Imagine he's doing that shit, doing that after, winning his first game, bro. Dude,
He'll be the king of New York.
he will be the king of New York. Him and Lil Mabu riding together to the games.
Him and 6ix9ine. King New York. Looking for the queen.
I don't think he's the king anymore. I think he's, hidden from Mexico. Raiders, Saints. Who do you got?
Dude, this game just sucks ass. I'm just going to take the Saints. The Saints
Let's
dropped
go.
a donut against the Packers, which makes us a little
Donut.
iffy. Yeah.
I've never heard that expression, drop the donut.
0, it's a donut.
Oh, okay. I thought you were there's an expression dropping a donut.
No. They dropped 0 points
I don't
against
know
the
why.
Packers. But the Packers defense is a lot better. I think both of these teams are honestly tanking. And I think, honestly, the Raiders won themselves a game that they shouldn't have. And there's just no way they do it back-to-back. So I'm going to take the Saints.
I think the Raiders do it because I think the Saints kind of suck without Derek Carr.
Yeah,
Derek Carr's a mid-ass quarterback, but this is a mid-ass team.
I think they suck in general. So,
But I think with Derek Carr, they're mid. I think without Derek Carr, they're dog shit. Yeah, I got the Raiders. I think.
Or wait, you have the. Oh, okay.
I got the Titans, Jaguars. Who do you got?
I took. Where even is that game? I took the Jags. I don't know. Actually looking at this, I kind of want to take the Titans, but I'm just gonna stick with the Jags. There's no thought process to go into this. These teams suck ass.
I'm full 180. Fuck the Jaguars, dude. I'm going Titans.
I've been trying to tell you all year.
Dude, I still think they've lost me 11 games this year.
I honestly think the Titans have a better chance of winning this game because I would say the Titans are a slightly better team than the Raiders. And the Titans have already beaten the Jags, and the Raiders have already beaten the Jags. But with it being divisional, I just think it's a
with how
toss-up.
bad the Jags are. Dude, Trevor Lawrence is practicing, and they're still starting Mike Jones. I think they are literally saying, Trevor, we don't have a chance. You're not start playing the rest of the season. Enjoy your money, buddy.
They're trying to get Travis Hunter.
Yeah,
I just think with
we
the
want Travis
divisional
Hunter
game,
back.
either team can win, and I could just see the Jags pulling it off.
Dolphins, Browns. You got the Dolphins?
Yeah, I have the Dolphins barely winning.
Packers, Vikings.
Oh, shit. All right. If I was a betting man, which I am, but not for this, I would be hammering Packers, if I'm being honest. We've split the series the last 6 years. We're up 1-0 right now. Packers could, stop a division opponent from getting the number 1 seed, even though another division opponent probably will. But the Packers are going to come in wanting to win this game. We're going to come in wanting to win this game to have a chance to get the 1 seed. I am going to take the Vikings in a shootout, the final score being 31-30, because the Vikings are like that.
You want to watch the game over here?
Fuck it. Let's do it. But yeah, I'm going to be crashing out this whole game. I don't have a good feeling about it, but I just hope my Vikings come through and give us a chance at this 1 seed. I won't be mad at you.
I cheated a little bit. I was going to pick opposite whatever you picked for this game. That's why I asked you before. So I'm literally I'm just hoping that.
Fair enough.
I'm down 8. I got to for this kind of game, I got to just pick opposite. You got to respect
whatever
it.
you want.
I'm honestly, I'm hoping, boom, I win 3 games, and then if this game falls, I'm like, I'm still up.
Okay.
Because I like the Vikings a lot. I'm rooting for them.
Yeah, I got you.
I had them number 2 in my power rankings. Falcons, Commanders. Who do you got?
I got the Commanders. I think it'll be close. I don't think it'll be a crazy game. I have the Commanders winning 28-23, though. I think the Falcons aren't going to be able to generate pass rush, and giving Jaden Daniels a bunch of time to throw the ball is going to be a problem for them. And this is Michael Penix's first game against a team that's not the Giants. So I think he's very capable of making a couple mistakes. I mean, he played pretty good against the Giants, but I think I could play pretty good against the Giants, to be honest. But
Probably
not actually. But
until Dexter Lawrence.
yeah, but no, I do think the Commanders take this one, and then hopefully the Bucs win, and then win again, and then the Bucs will be in the playoffs.
I got the Commanders. Well, how nice is it though that the two teams we need to lose are playing each other? Because if the Commanders lose out and we win out, and the Falcons still win out, we get the 7th seed.
You'd get the
over the win over
wild
them.
card. Yeah.
So, if the Falcons win, and then
is that a primetime game? Falcons Commanders? Oh, that got flexed into primetime. Isn't that crazy?
I think because of
probably because of the playoff
stakes
implications
for everybody.
Yeah, but
and then Lions 49ers, we both got Lions.
Yeah, I do think the 49ers could put up a fight in this one. I think the Lions will probably see it as kind of like a revenge game, but I think the 49ers are going to see this as, okay, we had a bad year. We didn't make the playoffs, but let's go show let's go show that we still run the NFC, that shit. And 49ers, dude,
So switch to 49ers.
No, but
I'll make you do it. You switch to 49ers. You get two. You get two.
I'm not going to
get one.
But 49ers, if you're listening, please come through for me. Even though I don't know why I said if you're listening, but all right. That's it for the game picks. What do we have? 4 different? We had Cowboys.
Yeah, 4 different. All right. Cowboys, Eagles. That's very close. Raiders, Saints. Packers, Vikings. Raiders, Saints. All very close.
Jags, Titans. You said Raiders, Saints twice.
I'm retarded.
Yeah, and those are all games that could go either way, so I could be cooked. All right, we're going to get into these power rankings. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to do the same we normally do. We're going to kind of speed through these bottom 10 because it's pretty self-explanatory. These teams suck ass. Feel free to speak up. Anything you want to say about any of these teams? 32 the Giants, 31 the Jags, 30 the Raiders, 29 the Titans, 28 the Browns, 27 the Patriots, 26 the Jets, 25 the Panthers, 24 the Saints, and 23 the Bears. They all just suck ass. If I had to pick one of these teams to be good next year,
the Bears.
I'd probably take the Bears or the Patriots.
The Saints, if they can get a quarterback.
I hate the
What if they got a Dylan Gabriel or something?
Here's my thing with the Saints. Since the Drew Brees era, they have refused to go into a rebuild and just keep having veterans, being under salary cap. And with that mindset, you're never going to be able to form back into a good team. So I think the better teams of this list will be the Bears, the Patriots, and the Panthers going into next season. And the Jags, too, because they'll get a high pick, and they still have Trevor Lawrence waiting to come back. So,
yeah.
Getting to the next bit, we have the 49ers at 22. That's actually insane. The 49ers are in the bottom 10.
Really sad. Really sad they're not going to be in the playoffs.
Or technically bottom 11. But
really sad they're not going to be in the playoffs.
I saw something crazy. For the last, decade, I think more than a decade, some insane number, the 49ers have either not made the playoffs or made it to the NFC Championship.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's, genuinely insane.
So they get in the playoffs.
It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing for them.
That's so funny.
Number 21, just above them, the Cardinals. I think the 49ers are a better team than the Cardinals. I just think the Cardinals have somehow managed to have a slightly better season.
Yeah, I agree.
The Cardinals honestly kind of piss me off. They're one of the teams I can't figure out.
We're sorry, bro. Did you see Trey McBride say that?
Yeah. Dude, they are sorry. Number 20, the Colts. They're kind of figured this shit out towards the end of this year. They have a chance.
They're above the Bengals.
Yeah, but they're realistically, probably not going to make it. But they have a very winnable game this week. But
exactly. And the next, they have just as good of a chance.
I know you kind of called on the Texans not being that crazy, but the one division that I, really sniped this year was the South because I had the Texans winning it, but barely. And then the Colts coming, and then the Jags at 3. I had
the Jags easily winning it.
Yeah, I had that division. I sniped that shit. Number 19 is going to be the Cowboys.
Fuck them. Skip.
Coming off a win. I think it's a pretty good team at home.
Skip. A great team at home. Fuck that. Dude, that game was so annoying, dude.
He has said that he's never going to a Bucs game again.
I'm never going to a Bucs game. I announced it. It's not worth it, dude. It's so heartbreaking. Dude, and
you have to keep going until they at least win one.
No, I gotta break the curse. Maybe Annie's the bad luck. Your team.
I don't think any of us are bad luck. I think the Bucs just.
We go to the Bucs easiest game next year. But we can't guarantee easy games.
If we buy them a little bit later in the season, we can figure out what team's kind of ass. The Bucs Raiders game this year. That would have been a good one to go to.
Bucks
all right, anyways, next
Wait, hold on. Jalen McMillan, hold on to the fucking ball. Rashad White, hold on the ball. Baker balled his fucking... Dude. The guy dropped that pick nobody's talking about.
And was it the very first drive where y'all
Sterling Shepard dropped the fourth down?
Yeah.
Why do we go for it right there? I think we did it because we
I respect it.
I respect it, but I think we went into it fuck this team, we're way better, not we're in win now mode and we need to fucking win and let's punt the fucking
Or
ball.
they were like, we're in win now mode. Let's not take a chance of
And
giving them drive.
Todd Bowles, Zion McCollum pressing. How
Dude,
many?
CeeDee Lamb was impressed way too
Way
much.
too
time.
much.
Did you say he's out for the season now? CeeDee Lamb.
I don't want to wish him out for the season.
Like,
but
why couldn't
one
he have
more
been out a week earlier?
And that's out of respect for CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah. And we love CeeDee Lamb. But, dude, no. He was pressed every time. We'd be like, why is CeeDee Lamb pressed? And then they'd throw that shit up to him.
Imagine paying money, driving 5 hours to go see your favorite team, and twice in one game, something dope happens for the momentum to change where, like, you actually can celebrate. And then you jump, and you turn around, the other team has the ball. That fucking happened to me twice.
Yeah.
How is that fair?
Jalen McMillan let it be intercepted, and then Baker made a crazy play, and then Rashad White gave the ball to DaRon Bland. And I did say DaRon Bland was most overrated corner in the league before the game.
I said shut up because I knew you. I literally told you to shut up because you were gonna curse it. And I knew you.
It's true though. He is overrated.
I'm just
Number 18, we have the Dolphins coming off a big win against San Francisco. If they would have won that Houston game, or when Tua was out, could have been like the Colts or some of the bad teams they played, they would have made a playoff game. But I think they would have just lost anyway. So
they would have went into a cold ass stadium. And been fun.
The
Or
Dolphins.
no, because they'd have to play a winning team.
Exactly, or both.
Yeah.
Number 17, the Falcons. They're winning their division, and yet they're in the bottom half of the power rankings.
Because I'm.
Yet the Vikings are at 3, and we're not winning our division. Isn't that cool? Number 16, the Bengals. They've made it
Climbing.
far
I
way
love
up.
it, dude. I love it. I really want them to. This is what.
I hope they make the
What
playoffs.
are we at? We'll have to talk about it next week, depending on what happens. We'll talk about what happens depending on Broncos Bengals, because there's no point in talking about it now.
That is true. But if they did make the playoffs, Bengals Bills as a wild card game is insane. That is absolutely insane.
Like that's like yes, daddy.
No, but it's also like, damn, like after the wild card round, one of these teams are going to be in the playoffs. That's just crazy. If any team in the AFC, none of them want to play the Bengals. Like, you know that shit. That's crazy. Next up at number 15, the Buccaneers. I personally, on my list, I put the Bengals above the Buccaneers because I think they're a better team.
I don't
But
blame them.
yours even did it out enough. But number 14, the Seahawks, assuming they win this game against the
They
Bears
might
here.
not, dude. They look like shit.
This game fucking sucks.
They
If
look-
I wasn't here, I'd be sleeping through this shit.
I know.
And they're looking like they're going to win it, but not like by a very good margin. Has JSN done anything this game? Number 13, a team that has clinched their division like a couple weeks ago, the Houston Texans, sitting at 13.
Bro, they dropped 2 points. A safety
2 points.
against the Ravens.
So if you somehow don't manage to back them up that far,
And Lamar he even tweeted, he was like, fuck, sorry, guys. I sold the defense.
well, Derrick Henry was the one who got the safety.
That's so funny because Lamar did tweet, like, I sold.
That's just crazy. Like, the only points you scored were because you got a safety, which, like, is obviously you had to make the tackle in the end zone, but the only real reason there was a safety was because of your special teams. So your special teams is what scored your only points of the game.
You know the Texans have the best special teams in the league?
Dude, their special teams are really good.
Really good.
D'Amico Ryans knows what he's doing up there.
No, but nowhere else.
Yeah. Number 12, the Broncos.
He knows how to make trades for players that are really good at getting hurt.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Danielle Hunter was a great trade.
That was a
It's worked out great. That's the number
Joe
one sack.
Mixon honestly was looking really good. He's been quiet the last few weeks, but he's still been great.
Yeah. But that's been the number one sack duo. Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson.
Oh, really? Do your homework. Number 12, the Broncos.
That's crazy.
They were ranked.
They finished that high. I
They
wouldn't
were
be shocked
ranked
if
the
they lose.
32nd. Hey, there we go. He heard me call out his name. They were ranked the 32nd overall talented roster in the league.
Crazy. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. I'm a
And now
little
they're
sick
sitting
right
at 12 in the power rankings and they control their own destiny to make it into the playoffs.
Your
You just got to win or tie one game and you're in the playoffs. That's just crazy. Number 11, just above them after beating them this week, the Chargers.
We killed the Chargers, bro.
I know.
Not that we should be above them.
So you beat the team that we have at 11 by a lot, and then you lost to the team that we have at 19.
Twice.
No, I was talking about the Cowboys.
Oh. Well, what about the team at 17 that we lost to twice?
Yeah, and let their quarterback go for 500 yards, and it just got benched.
Yeah.
All right, number 10, get into the top 10 here. The position you had the Steelers in kind of threw off the vibe I was going for, but number 10, we have the Rams. Because I had the Rams above the Steelers. Because
the Rams really high.
You had the Rams at like 11 or 10.
Nice.
I think you had them at 10. But Rams, they've been balling out. They started off the season a little slow. I was a little worried, but I'm glad that they're most likely going to win this division because I don't want to watch any other fucking team from that division in the
for real.
playoffs. I want to watch Stafford. He can beat any team in the NFC if
Yeah.
he wants to. Just
Gino-
you know what sucks though? Or actually they're going to win the division. Yeah. If they somehow get a worse record than like the Falcons or y'all,
Yeah,
or something like that, and we have to play them in the
y'all might be
first round
fucked.
after going like 13 wins. Dude, I'll kill myself. They already beat us this year. Whatever. That pissed me off just thinking about that.
You wouldn't rather go in and play them. Feel like y'all could go.
I'd rather play them than the Bucks. If that was your ask me.
You'd rather play them than the Bucks?
No, I'd rather play the Bucks than them. Is what I meant. Is that what you're gonna ask me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would much rather play y'all. Y'all's defense.
But you've already played them. I feel like I have already played them. Kind of helps.
Yeah, but we also lost to them.
But barely. You know, like, so you know what you did wrong.
It didn't feel like barely. It felt like we were doing garbage time stuff. But number 9, the Steelers. They're on a 3-game losing streak. Have lost. I think they've lost by double digits 3 weeks in a row. Mind you, it was 3 pretty hard games. You had the Ravens, the Chiefs, and I don't remember what the other team was. But yeah, they're slowly going downhill.
They're gonna make a playoff.
They tend to do that. They're gonna be in the playoffs. They already clinched their playoff spot, but I don't know if we'll be seeing them win a playoff game or not. Number 8, the Commanders, just coming off a win against the Eagles. The Eagles got 5 turnovers and lost the game. Mind you, Kenny Pickett was in the game. Devonta Smith dropped a game-winning catch, but Jaden Daniels balled out. He did turn the ball over a couple times. We have 5 touchdowns.
Can I guarantee you, my dogs are definitely getting to that pizza. Not right now, but that pizza's cooked.
Oh, well.
And that's their dinner. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's their dinner. Number 7, the Packers. We got 3 teams in the top 7 from the same division.
If they win against y'all, dude, they're going to climb way up.
If they win against us, there's a chance 3 teams from the North are in the top 5.
That'd be crazy.
Like, that's just such bullshit.
Who would
the one year we're good, like, the whole division has to be this good. Like, are you kidding me?
Crazy.
Shit pisses me off. Just
do your homework on Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah, he's a dog, but why does the whole division have to be insane? Like, it pisses me off. Whatever. Number 6, the Ravens. Yeah, pretty impressive win over the Steelers, and then a really impressive win over the Texans, which I think we all have picked up on the fact that the Texans are fraudulent, but
It's almost like I called it.
You also said they weren't going to make the playoffs.
Dude, if they weren't in such a shit division, dude. I
agree.
I did say, like, they're not going to be a juggernaut. Like, people had them play, like...
Hey, I didn't think they were going to be a juggernaut either.
They had me for a week.
I didn't think they were going to be a juggernaut, but I knew they'd be like a playoff
I still
team.
think C.J. Stroud's a stud.
I had them going 9-8, so
C.J. Stroud's a stud. I think he's just having a sophomore slump.
Dude, he's kind of ass. I can't lie. Like,
just a sophomore slump. All his receivers are hurt, you know, like...
I don't know how many pass attempts he threw, but he, like, completed less than 20 passes in a game where they were throwing the ball.
Who knows how mentally tough it is, all the injuries, like, with your receivers, though, you know?
Okay, I do want to talk about that Tank Dell injury. Like, I get it's sad, but stop fucking crying for 15 minutes on the sideline. Like, the football game's still going on. Stop fucking crying like a little bitch.
Was he crying, like... After,
were you watching the game?
Was he crying like he'd get off the field after a play?
So this wasn't. This was during the Chiefs game, like because it took them a while to get Tank Dell off the field. Lyndon, I shit you not, for 10 minutes straight, C.J. Stroud was literally bawling, crying like a little baby. And I get it's sad, but this is you play in the NFL. Like this is shit. It's not like he got hit in the head and died on the field.
But that's his homie.
I get it, but like
so if that's Zach, you're not crying.
I might shed a tear. I'm not crying for the whole rest of the game.
See,
like,
and that's why Zach doesn't answer your phone.
You are playing the best team in the league, and you are spending 20 minutes crying on the sideline because your receiver got hurt. Like, I don't think you can do that shit.
So, yeah, this is that guys. Don't be in tune with this toxic masculinity bullshit.
Whatever
that people are trying to.
But yeah, the Ravens are really good, coming off a few impressive wins. I think they're gonna take that division, and they're gonna be in the playoffs once again. If they have to play Mahomes, they're probably cooked. Lamar Jackson, yeah, about to get 3 MVPs in a row.
Not in a row.
Or I'm sorry, it's 2 in a row, 3 total MVPs. Number 5, the Eagles dropped down from like 2.
Is Lamar gonna be like our generation's Aaron Rodgers?
I think so.
Just like MVPs, but like 1 ring.
I think he will be. I think we could get more MVPs.
But you know what's crazy? But Lamar had to play Mahomes. Rodgers was in the NFC. Think about we never got a Rodgers-Brady Super Bowl. Yeah. And they were in different divisions.
Because Rodgers just never made it. He never made it to the big game. Rodgers couldn't perform under the lights. He made it. Crazy. Did he play in 2 or just 1?
He's played in 1. You know what's crazy? People don't talk about Brady had to go. Like, people give Mahomes props going against Allen, Lamar, and all these guys. Brady would go against Ben Roethlisberger and Peyton Manning and Joe Flacco.
I think Mahomes goes through a little bit more. The quarterbacks these days are like...
Oh, definitely.
Like, Burrow, Lamar, and Josh Allen alone, having to go through those 3 just to make it to the Super Bowl, that's, like, insane.
And I think he's done all 3 of them in 1 playoff round.
I don't think in 1 playoff run, no, because 1 year he beat Deshaun Watson. But also, when Deshaun Watson was on the Texans, he was playing insane football. Like, Anyways, number 5, the Eagles. Oh yeah, the Eagles moved down a lot after that loss, but
it's just because Jalen got hurt.
yeah, but he still isn't going to be playing this game either, which is kind of taking their record. I mean, I think there's a situation where the Eagles lose out and the Commanders win out, and the Commanders take the division.
I almost just like if I'm the Eagles, I'm almost like, let's just sit everybody out, get healthy. You know, like my quarterback.
If the Commanders, like, if you get to a point where you clinch the division, don't even worry about seeding. Just get the division and then let everybody rest.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jalen Hurts. I'm assuming he's not going to be playing next week. By the way, if Jalen Hurts, I'm assuming he's not because concussion protocol is 10 days. If there's some magical word where he's playing, I'm taking the Eagles in that game, just to make that clear. Number 4, the Bills. Still a great team. Coming off a sketchy game against a pretty bad team.
I want to see him in the Super Bowl so bad.
I do too. I want a Bills-Vikings Super Bowl, 2 0-4 teams.
That'd
Super Bowl.
be fun.
But I would also rather us play like the Broncos in the Super Bowl or something, just so we can get a win. Number 3, speaking of the Minnesota Vikings.
I had them at 2, just because I felt like being spunky.
Yeah, but they're not better than the Lions. Like, let's just keep it above.
We'll find out.
We will find out.
Isn't it crazy? Like, there's a chance y'all are going to be playing for the 1 seed the last week.
No, that's why.
Like, how crazy big is that playoff implication? Like how crazy is it's like playoffs for both teams start that week.
Yeah, no. If you get the 1 seed, not only do you guarantee home field advantage, if you win one game, you're in the the NFC Championship. Crazy. But the Lions, as of now, are better than us. I really want us to beat the Lions just so we can at least or the Packers, just so we can at least compete Week 18 for the 1 seed. Like,
but if the Lions lose somehow to the 49ers, then you still have a chance.
If they lose to the 49ers and we lose, it doesn't matter because we lost another division game. They haven't lost a division game all year.
No, but then y'all beat them next week. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but then we'd have 2 because we lost to the Lions.
But no, y'all be 1 win ahead of them. Y'all have the same record right now.
Yeah, and then if they lost to the Lions
and y'all lost, if both y'all lost this week, and then next week y'all beat them, y'all still get the 1 seed.
I think my brain's cooked. We're both 13-2.
Yeah, your brain's cooked.
Right.
Unless the Eagles won out, but I still don't even think the Eagles have much of a chance. It's a very
I'm not worried about the Eagles. Don't worry about the Lions. But speaking of the Lions, number 2, we got the Detroit Lions. That team is so good and so scary. Why do they have to be in our division?
They're so good.
Why?
It's just, except,
why?
Hey, you know what team, a healthy Buccaneers team is.
You know what team I really feel for? Is the freaking 12-4, 11-4 Packers that are 3rd in their division.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That does suck.
There are 3 teams in my division that would be winning your division.
There's
3 of them.
AFC South.
Yeah, exactly.
They've been winning a few divisions.
And then number 1, the Chiefs. Fuck the Chiefs. Yeah.
Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl. Me and you talked about it before. They're going.
They're not winning the Super Bowl.
Going.
They're not winning the Super Bowl because the Vikings are going to beat them. But they're.
You're telling me Mahomes gets 2 weeks off while his baby's being born. He gets to go in, like, he's literally just going to be training every day while his baby's getting born. Travis Kelce's going to be going fucking Taylor Swift. We're never going out of style.
He's going to be giving her some crazy back shots.
Crazy back shots. And then Kareem Hunt, hopefully he's not going to go kicking any women.
I hope he does. There's a couple women out there I'll be like, hey, go get this one for me.
But yeah, dude, I like literally. You're telling me Mahomes gonna have playoff or
no? They're gonna be in the Super Bowl. Like, unless the Bengals manage to sneak into the playoffs, get the 7 seed, win a game, then they would move on to play the Chiefs because they'd be the lowest seed, and then there's a slight chance.
We'll talk about it next week about what our predictions are, depending on if the Broncos beat the Chiefs. But there's a chance that the Chiefs try to sell.
There's a chance, but
and I guess that's a good way to
tune in next week for that. That's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. Grant, anything you want to yell into the mic?
Seahawks Super Bowl.
Seahawks Super Bowl is what he says. Cool.